Okay, I'm going to bring it back to this Bondi Beach for a second. You know, we live in a technology age. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody's cell phone is capable of taking videos, and we're seeing more and more videos as people are taken out of here. Charlie Kirk, for that matter, you know, his death was, I mean, it was on everybody's cell phone within seconds.
Yeah.
They actually have video of two encounters, one of which is, I believe, was the father. There was a married couple that was walking. They saw, and I believe that this father and son, the assailants had the flag in the window, and a husband and wife, they were walking and they saw this flag being displayed, looked to see what's going on, and then the older of the assailants, the father, you know, he actually got into it with the husband.
Mm-hmm.
And we're watching this. He actually, the husband disarmed the father assailant, but he fell on the floor and he didn't kill him. And it turned out to be a fatal mistake for him and his wife. The guy goes back to the car, gets another gun, and shoots both the husband and wife in the head.
I did not know he killed the guy who disarmed him.
Yes. Well, remember, there were two people, and we're gonna get to the youngest son was disarmed. I'm talking about the older. They're speculating that these were the first two victims.
I'll tell you what, if I were in that position, which I pray I never am, but I would have shot the guy without question as soon as I got the gun from him. But like I said, I'm always armed, even at the beach. I get in Australia, their laws are way different when it comes to, you know, to owning guns, but can't be that bad. These guys had them, and they practice at a gun range. But I would have shot the dude as soon as I disarmed him. If I did not have a gun on me, which is rare. But I would have blew his whole chest and face off.
Yeah, I think that, and it just shows that even in the midst of a tragedy, people still have a level of humanity in them where they'll be willing to take down the assailant, but not take his life. And it's unfortunate in this case, again, that was a fatal mistake because that assailant went back to the car, got another gun, and literally killed that husband and wife.
I can't relate to that level of humanity. I don't think I ever want to be able to relate to that level of humanity, ever. I couldn't fathom being in that situation and not be willing to take a life to save lives. I couldn't imagine being in that mindset. I get killing's not for everybody, but there's a time and a season for everything. There's a time for peace and a time for war, you know? And that's universal law. I can't be in that mindset of being so humane that I'd hesitate to kill a threat, you know? Even Jesus was flipping over some tables and whipping people. You gotta have it in you.
Nah, you know, you text me as soon as the news broke. And you told me, you know, and I'm actually gonna include this clip there was a prior interview where you said you take your gun to the beach. And your exact words is, that's a soft target. Yo, hold up. Did you just say the beach?
Yeah.
Come on, Nick.
I brought a whole MP5, like, to the beach in a backpack. A foldable, collapsible MP5 and some pistols. Everybody, I mean, everyone's naked around. You have, that's a soft target. The soft target places especially. I'm strapped. Yep.
It's a soft target. People undress, people are chilling.
Yep.
If you ever wanted to catch people with their pants down, that's the place to do it.
Easiest place
And
to do it.
here we have it.
Easy, and it's easy pickings. Like it's so hard to find cover on the beach, a place to hide, unless you jump into the ocean, you know, or go towards the fire, wherever the gunfire is coming from. But it's like almost essentially shooting fish in a barrel. A mass shoot. I'm surprised more mass shootings. I don't want that to happen, but maybe it would encourage Americans to start packing at the beach. If you're a responsible gun owner, you never know when it's going to pop off. Those little signs that say no weapons allowed, it's not in Braille. I can't see it, you know? I got bad vision.
You know, there was a second video that had come out, and it showed another gentleman, Ahmad al Ahmad, Ahmad al Ahmad, I believe I'm saying his name correct, but he's a true hero. You saw this guy do an amazing act of heroism, snuck up behind one of the assailants, I believe it was the son, disarmed him. And this is after the son had killed several people. And this gentleman, Ahmad al Ahmad, you know, he took a couple of bullets in the process and still didn't kill the son. I mean, you gotta, number one, give it up to this man, because most people would have froze.
Oh yeah.
Most people would have, followed the first law of the land, which this is self-preservation. I just want to hide and get home safe. The fact that he jumped into action, disarmed this man after watching this man kill people, I thought was amazing.
Yeah.
But I also think it's amazing that he didn't take him out.
Me too. I can't bring myself to that mindset. You know, good on him for not having, but I still think he would have slept just fine. I think he would have slept just fine.
So you don't think he'd had no problem sleeping that night if he'd have pulled that trigger?
No, not in an incident like that. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I didn't lose sleep after my first kill. I had a terrible nightmare, but it didn't stop me from doing what I had to do throughout my career. But I think I would hope a lot of people would have just pulled the trigger. I don't know what his state of mind was. Maybe he just had that much compassion in him. He didn't want to take a life, or he was worried about the repercussions. I'm not sure. I just would never be in that situation. Ever. If I got you dead to rights, you're dead. That's it, point blank. I wouldn't bat an eye at it. I would go home and make a peanut butter sandwich. I wouldn't bat an eye.
You know, I have no doubt that everything you're saying is 100% your truth.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that if you would have took that gun from that guy, he would be dead.
Yeah.
He would have met his maker.
Would have loved every minute of it, every second. Would have loved it.
Okay. Do you not think that this man, because he is alive, the assailant is alive. He was in a coma for 2 days, medically induced, but now he has awakened. He's going to stand trial. You don't think that him being alive, the victims having a chance to speak to him and to see justice be imparted on him for what he's done, and to let him know the chaos and the devastation that he's caused in their life, do you not think that that's the better route to go?
No. Like, whatever the victims and the families, whatever they possibly could say or do, is not going to bring their loved ones back. So having a chance to see him stay in trial, It'd be too painful for me to even want to see the guy that did that. I'd rather just be able to open my phone and saw somebody blow his face off before he had a chance to kill more people. I'd have loved that outcome way more than having this guy still breathing and my family member is dead. You shouldn't be alive. I don't care what the courts have to do. They could do whatever they want. I would have preferred, if I were in those other shoes, which I'm thankfully not, I would have preferred seeing his brains scattered across the damn, the sands of the beach and be able to flip open my phone and see that guy blow his face off. I'd have took joy in that. That would have been that's just me. That would have been my piece. Seeing him, get the same punishment that he was trying to, or had dealt out prior to someone taking his life. Because the court system is not going to do what I want the court system to do. And if you're going to keep him alive, I want some vile stuff done to you. Like, it's not going to be quick. I want to, see some vile stuff.
Well, I'm going to tell you, man, again, I give the highest praise in all the kudos in the world to Ahmad al Ahmad and also the gentleman who was ultimately killed. I believe many people do think just like you. I believe many people in that situation probably would have pulled that trigger.
Mm-hmm.
But both of them, in two separate incidents, disarmed these assailants and showed them mercy.
It's wild.
And that is that's incredible, Nick.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to them. I mean, if that's the way that we're supposed to walk this earth, to be one with the Most High, then I'm falling far from it. And I don't say that to be like, I'm glad of that, but maybe it's just the way I'm built or the way I am. I don't know. I couldn't give somebody that much mercy. I'm not him. I'm not him. I'm me. I try to be like him, but me cracks through the little cracks sometimes, and no, I couldn't have that much mercy on somebody who just took all those lives. I don't know too many people that would have mercy on them. I don't know anybody.
Yeah, truthfully speaking, I don't know that I could. I really don't know. I would like to think that I would rise above that situation, because I would love for those people to see the carnage. But I can't say that
they already saw it though. They had a first person shooter view. They already saw the carnage. What good is it going to be to have them see it again? That's like that'd be a trophy for them. That'd be a trophy. They'd probably get more pleasure having those victims' faces and the carnage that they created flashed up on a big screen in the courtroom somewhere. They'd have more pleasure out of that. They don't feel bad. You got to think, like, I know these people. They don't feel the same things you would feel. They don't care about that. They don't give a damn about that. That's a trophy for them. We're doing them a disservice by not killing them on the spot. That's what they wanted.
Wow. And I say wow because you're probably right.
Yeah.
They for them, they're probably upset that was taken from them.
Yep, exactly.
I didn't get a chance to become a martyr.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. They wanted to die that day. That's why they went out and did it. They wanted to. They wanted to die that day. We're doing them a disservice by not at least, giving them that. We all get something out of it. But to have them sit back and watch the carnage that they created or made, no, I don't like that.
Okay, but from their standpoint, maybe it's not the outcome that they wanted. They wanted to die that day.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta believe, and everybody's not Nick Irving. So I put that out there and I preface that before I say what I'm about to say. But I gotta believe that there's a level of closure for a mother who lost her child, for a mother who lost her husband, for a father who lost his wife. Maybe sitting in that courtroom and see justice being handed down, being able to go and give a victim impact statement, being able to know that this person is going to be locked away for the remainder of his days. You don't get a quick death. You don't get to get out of this easy. Maybe for them, so there's always the other side of that coin, man.
Yeah. I mean, I get where you're coming from. I could see a mother, a grieving mother, a father, a sister, a brother, like that. I see it in like court cases and stuff on YouTube, but I guess I could see it like that, but I wonder, would they have felt the same gratitude if someone shot him on sight? Go ahead and just end that nightmare.
It's hard to say. And I'm going to tell you it's hard to say only because it feels like he would have got the easy way out. Like I want this guy to suffer. He took that one bullet and he doesn't have to answer for what he did. He don't have to spend one day in torment. Like I think I'm not going to say most people, but I think a lot of people would prefer, I want you to live in hell on earth and then die and go to hell.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. But yeah, I could see it. I don't know.